Hey bitch, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another story time because I know you guys really liked my previous one. Like, I got really good feedback on it. So I was like, shit, I guess I'll do another one. So, Christmas is right around the corner, and Christmas is my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite holiday. I love giving. I love seeing the look on people's faces when I give them a present that they like, and it's just the food, the smell. I just love it. I love, 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 love Christmas. But I don't know. I have had some pretty, like, I guess, wild, weird, like, Christmas memories, but I have two that really, really, really stand out that are just totally, like, story time worthy. Every time I tell people these stories, they're, like, dying of laughter, but they remind me of Christmas. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys. One of them, the first story is gonna be about how I found out that Santa wasn't real. And the second story is gonna be about the time I got alcohol poisoning on Christmas Eve. So, okay, let's get started. Okay, guys, so this story takes place when I was 11. Okay, I was 11. This year, my dad had found out that I had, like, a little, like, boyfriend or whatever. He was, like, an online boyfriend. I never even met, didn't count, but whatever. So, you know, that year, me and my parents had some issues because they were like, bitch, you're 11. What the fuck do you mean you have a boyfriend? And it's a boyfriend you've never met. Like, he could be a fucking pedophile for all we know. And now that I look back on it, he probably fucking was. But that's a whole other story on its own. So, yeah, anyway. Okay, so this time I had spent the night at my dad's house, and the next day he was like, okay, well, like, where do you want to go for breakfast? And I was like, McDonald's. Like, I want to go to McDonald's. So we were at McDonald's or whatever. My dad got me a kid's meal and everything, and we were sitting down. And I was eating, and it was only, like, I want to say, like, 2, maybe 3 days before Christmas, okay? So it was the week of Christmas. And we sat down and we were eating or whatever, and then he was like, okay, well, I need to talk to you. I was like, what's up? And then he was like, okay, well, honestly, I need to be honest with you because I'm tired of me putting in extra hours and doing extra work and going out of my way to get more presents and not even get any, what is it called? Oh, and not get any credit for it. You know, like, I'm tired of somebody else getting the credit. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, Santa Claus. Like, Santa Claus isn't real. It's me. And I'm tired of going out and buying all these presents and having to pretend that somebody else gave them to you when I worked extra hard. Like, that's unfair to me. And I was like, you're on crack. Like, you have to be on crack. You have to be lying. Like, please be lying. Like, what do you mean, you know? And he's like, oh, and do you remember your dog Nani? Now let me tell you guys a little bit about Nani, okay? So, when I was 5 years old, I got my first puppy as a present. I think it was like a birthday present or something. I don't remember. It was a present. And she was a cute little dog, like kind of like a mixed poodle. I don't know. She was a little mutt, you know, but she was cute as fuck. And I named her Nani, like from Lilo and Stitch, you know, Nani. And she was my best friend. I loved the fuck out of Nani. Like, I loved the fuck out of her. She was my little baby. And then my grandparents moved in with us, and they had a dog whose name was Pelos, and she was a bigger dog. And Pelos was real aggressive with Nani. Like, she hated Nani. She was always trying to fight her and stuff. You know, my little baby Nani. Like, Nani was not aggressive. But, yeah, so one day I came home from kindergarten, because I got her when I was 5, so I was in kinder. And I came home, and my parents told me that Nani had gone missing. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, Nani would never run away from me. Like, when I would take Nani on walks, we didn't even have to have her on a leash. Like, she loved us that much. Like, She would never leave me. So I was like, no, 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 like, this can't be real. So we printed out posters, and we looked in the animal shelters. We went everywhere trying to find my poor nanny, and we never found her. So now my dad's telling me that Santa's not real. And he's like, can you remember your dog Nani? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, she didn't run away. We gave her away. And I was like, you did what? And dude, at this point, I'm like, oh my God. And I just start bawling, like, like ugly crying, like, what the fuck? Santa's not real, and you gave my nanny away. You let me look like a fucking fool for months on end, making posters for nanny, looking for her, asking basically door to door if you've seen my nanny, and you gave her away this whole fucking time. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I ended up finding out that they had to do it because my grandparents didn't want to give away pillows, and they didn't want Nanny to get hurt, so they did it kind of like for Nanny's safety. But still, dude, what the fuck? Like, that was my Nanny. And after that, I mean, that Christmas, I was just so sad. You know, like, my first love, my dog, you guys gave her away. And Santa isn't real? Like, what the fuck is this? And yeah, my dad was so mad that I was crying at fucking McDonald's because he's like, I brought you here so you wouldn't cause a scene. But what the fuck? Like, you hit me with a double whammy. Like, what's wrong with you? So, that's how I found out that Santa wasn't real. And then the second story... Okay. I call this story The Nightmare Before Christmas. So it was December 23rd of my junior year, so 2016. Yeah, 2016. So this is the December 23rd of 2016. And, oh, shit. Okay. So... at this point in time, I was grounded. I don't remember why, but I was. And my best friend at that time in high school, what's a good name for her? Let's call her Athena. We're gonna call her Athena, is what we're gonna call this bitch. Okay, so me and Athena have been best friends since like 8th grade, right? That was my bitch. We were together all the fucking time. Like, my day one, forever, my rock, you know, my bitch. She was my bitch. So even all throughout high school, that was my bitch. It was always Frida and Athena. Like, we were always together. So, I was grounded, but like, my entire life, if I was grounded or she was grounded, we were never grounded from each other. So, like, if I was grounded, Athena could still spend the night, or I could still spend the night with Athena. You know, like, we were never grounded from each other. So, me and Athena decided, like, shit, you know, that tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and then after that it's Christmas, like, all the parties are gonna be tonight, let's go get fucked up. Like, let's go get fucked up. And I was like, shit, bitch, I'm down. So I told my mom I was spending the night with Athena, and Athena told her mom she was spending the night with me. And so we came to my house, and she had all her stuff in her backpack, and then we packed all my stuff in my backpack, and we told my mom that, like, her mom picked us up from my house or whatever, right? But in reality, one of our friends picked us up, and then we went to the parties. So we were frustrated because our friend that picked us up was a friend that was our age, but usually we would go out with a group of friends who was like 21 and over or had fake IDs, and they would buy us like our drinks, you know. Now, I don't condone underage drinking, but I did it, so it's part of the story, so whatever. Don't come at me, don't attack me, but don't do it either. So anyway, yeah, so me and Athena were kind of like, this night's gonna be boring because we didn't have anybody to buy us drinks. Like, we're gonna be the only ones that are sober, and we're just like, whatever, you know, but we wanted to go out. So we went out, and we went out to a party, one party first, and then it got raided. But we didn't get drunk at that party or anything. Like we took like I want to say like maybe 2 shots. So then we went to another party, and Athena's cousin was DJing, so he had some drinks. So we were like taking like little sips of his drinks, but we didn't want to finish his entire drinks either. So then we were in the garage, and Athena's boyfriend was there. So Athena and her boyfriend went somewhere, and he handed me his like Smirnoff, and he was like, "Here, King." Was it a Smirnoff or a Twisted Tea? It was a Smirnoff or a Twisted Tea, and he handed it to me, and he was like, "Can you hold this?" But in my head, I thought he said, "Can you chug this?" So I chugged it. Like, he turned around, I chugged it, and then he was like, "Yo, what happened to my drink?" And I was like, "I thought you told me to drink it." And he's like, "No, I told you to fucking hold it. Like, what is wrong with you?" And I was like, "My bad." So whatever, I still kept having like some drinks from like other people. Everybody's kind of handing me drinks. And then at one point, I was just in the living room, just like sitting on the couch watching people play beer pong. And this group of guys came up to me, and they were like, "Oh, like, we know you from Instagram or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, what's up?" So then they were like, "Do you want some shots?" And I was like, "Yeah." So they had 2 bottles of Crown Royale. One bottle was almost empty, and the other one hadn't even been opened. Like, it was brand new. So it was 2 Crown Royale bottles. So let me take a couple shots of the bottle that was almost empty. And then they told me, like, "Hey, ew, I'm getting sick just thinking about these shots. Ew. I took a full body cringe. I want to throw up. Ew. Ew, ew. Okay, so anyway, so they were like, "Here, like, do you want this Crown Royale bottle, the brand new one that they hadn't opened?" And I was like, "How much?" And they're like, "No, dude, like, we'll give it to you for free. We'll give it to you for free." And I was like, "Word?" And they were like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Okay, I'll have it." And then he was like, "Well, like, you could have it for free on one condition." And I was like, "What?" And they were like, "That you chug the entire bottle right now." Huh? You want me to chug that entire bottle, but I get it for free? Like, and I was like, "Okay." And they were like, "Wait, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, really." And I chugged the fucking bottle. All, ew, like, I opened that bitch. And I was just, you know, I just drank the bitch. I just drank all of it. And I was like, things I did? That. But, oh my god, it was fucking horrible. So, as soon as I finished drinking it, Athena came from the other room and she's like, "Hey, y'all seen Frida?" And I was like, "Athena." And I turned around with like the empty bottle and she was like, "What?" And after that, guys, blackout. I don't remember anything after that. All I remember is that I was going home with this guy. Like, Athena didn't want me to go. We were supposed to go home with Athena's cousin. We were going to spend the night at his house because, remember, I was supposed to be spending the night with her and she was supposed to be spending the night with me. So we were going to spend the night with her cousin, but I didn't want to leave with them. So then I was going to spend the night with one of Athena's boyfriend's friends because me and him kind of had like a thing. So they had me in the car, and apparently, I didn't know this, he told me it later, that I started throwing up everywhere, and I threw up all over his pants, all over his shoes, and that like I was dead, and that like I kept trying to like be all like touchy with him and kiss him, but he was like, "No, like, you're drunk, like stop." And that like I threw up all over him, guys. And then, oh my god, ew, I don't know how he didn't stop talking to me after that. I don't know how. It was the grossest thing ever. So basically he called Athena's boyfriend and was like, "Yo, you guys need to come pick up Frida." So he called, my friend's boyfriend called Athena and picked up Athena, and then they had to come pick me up. And I didn't remember any of this. So the next morning, I remember waking up. I didn't know where I was. I found the restroom, and I just started throwing up in the restroom in the morning and knocked out. And then I woke up like an hour later to like Athena like banging on the restroom door like, yo, you've been in there forever, like, are you okay? And then I was like, what the fuck? So I woke up and then I went back to the room and fell back asleep. And then when I woke up like 4 or 5 hours later, I was sleeping. Okay, so I was sleeping like this, right? So I was like this, and then I rolled over like this and opened my eyes, right? So now somebody's right here in my face, right next to me. So I rolled over and I look, and it's Athena's boyfriend, bro, laying there like shirtless. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, 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 like, what the fuck? Like, no, 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 no. I did not sleep with my best friend's boyfriend. Like, no, 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 no. This is not possible. So I get up real quick and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I was like, where is Athena? And he's like, she just left, dude, like an hour ago. And I was like, did you, like, did we? And he was like, no, bro. He's like, no, 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 no. Like, you slept over there, Athena slept in the middle, and I slept over here. He's like, right now, you rolled around. That's why you're closer to me. But, like, no. No. He's like, no, Athena slept in the middle, and she left, but she said that, like, she called my friend to pick me up, and he was going to be there in, like, 30 minutes. So I was like, oh, fuck. So I was hungover as fuck, guys. Like, right, so he gave me some hangover medicine that his sister had. It was, like, a tea or something, and it didn't help at all. And then I went home. So now that I'm home, like, remember my mom couldn't know that I went out the night before. So I was like, damn, what's my story? So I get home and my mom obviously knows that I'm hungover, guys, because she's telling me, like, go clean. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, my head's pounding. And I had to tell her, I was like, I'm hungover. And she's like, you went out last night. And I was like, no. I was like, Athena's family came in from Mexico and we were playing, like drinking games, and I kept losing, so I ended up getting really drunk, but it was just like at home. So she believed it. I feel so bad. Sorry, Mom. So she believed it. So now I'm at home trying to like recover any memories I can from the night before. So Athena started sending me a bunch of messages and a bunch of videos, and like there in so many videos I kept saying that like I couldn't breathe. And I was like, oh my god, I can't breathe. And I was freezing. Like, I was freezing, but then I would get really hot. Like, my body temperature kept changing. And she was even telling me that, like, I was crying. And that, like, I kept telling her that I couldn't breathe. And that she was trying to keep me hydrated because, like, that, like, I looked like I was turning purple and shit. Like, it was bad. She was telling me, she was like, Frida, I was so scared. And I kept asking you, like, they wanted to take me to the hospital. And I was like, no, because my mom can't know. So that, like, yeah, that she thought I was gonna die. So, turns out, guys, I had fucking alcohol poisoning, obviously. No shit. I drank a whole fucking entire bottle of Crown Royale. So I had alcohol poisoning. So then all of Christmas Eve, we were all with my family, and I was throwing up. Like, the entire day, I just couldn't stop throwing up. I was super, super hungover, and it wasn't until the 25th that like my hangover started to come down. Like the 25th I didn't throw up anymore. My head was still pounding, but then on the 26th I was like back to normal. But it was the worst hangover. It was so fucking scary, guys. I really did think I was gonna die. Like, I don't know, like it was the worst fucking hangover. And my family was so mad because they're like, really, Frida, on fucking Christmas and you're hungover and you're like 16, like why are you on crack, you know? But yeah, those are my 2 stories about fucking dumb ass fucking high school Frida. Like, I'm been a dumb bitch since 99, you know? But yeah, guys, so I hope you enjoyed these 2 little short, little festive Christmas holiday story times. Go ahead and subscribe, like, turn on the little bell notification to get notified every single time I post a new video. And yeah, I've been more consistent, guys, so I'm on the come up. Don't sleep on me, and I'll see you guys next time I post a new video. Oh, also follow me on all my social media. It will be linked in the description, so go follow me and keep up with me there too. Bye, guys.